Hello and welcome to your first creative task to find your own movement. First thing that we're going to do is choosing a color, whichever color you want, yeah? I'm going to use an example. I'm going to choose blue. In this case, I'm wearing a blue top, but also for me, I'm wearing blue there in my tattoo. What I want you to do with this color is finding what it means for you. So what that color is for you, like something that is external, or I don't know, it relates to someone that you know, it relates to a story that you've got. So in my case, I've got blue. And because it's related to these tattoos related to my mom, because she used to have like a blue rose all the time in her laptop. So that is kind of like what is the most relevant thing for me with that color. It also means it's a blue rose that also means infinite love, and that kind of like really gets with my mom, my relationship with her. So yeah, I'm gonna use that for the task. I'm gonna do a little example of it and then just have fun. Do the sequence without any music and then pick a music and do it to the music, or do the sequence directly to a music that you want. This is about finding your movement. So we all have different ways of creating stuff, and some people find it more just easier to get a music and then do some movement to it, or find it easier to do the movement and then put the music on top of it and see what happens. So everything is valid. This is a creative task, so let's have fun. So it could be as short as that, If you want to go for longer, you go for longer. If you want to do it shorter, you do shorter. This is a very personal creative task. Sometimes when we get into the task, we can improvise or we can try to memorize something and repeat it. When we repeat it and we use that technique, means that we can actually find new movements by just slightly putting slightly changes in what we are doing. And for me, I use the relationship with my mom and that kind of like hug and that rocking of the baby. But then with this rocking thing, I got curious and I was like, okay, what about if I do a little turn and a circle and then I turn, and then, it becomes more about exploring your own movement and how a daily move, as is these, can then become a choreographic movement. And you could see in some of the dances on the stage as well, so this is it for today. You could use music as well. I've not used any music, just I wanted to give this visual example of what to do. I hope that you enjoy it. One thing that I wanted to say as well is that I'm doing these from like my room where I'm living right now. So you can also see that these things can be done everywhere. You don't need to go to a dance studio. You don't need to go to a fancy place. You can just do it from here. You can see my kitchen there. You can see my bed there. But I've got enough space to explore. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, I'm happy to hear. Have fun and see you in the next one.